Welcome back. We are doing one session of the Bhagavad Gita one Sunday so that we get the entire glimpse of the chapter in one session. And today we are going to do a very, very interesting chapter. Why interesting? Because we can see these qualities in us. Either of the qualities, either demonic qualities, which are very easy to spot, or divine qualities. So that is a 16th chapter, Daivasura Sampad Yoga. Daivasura Sampad Yoga. 16th chapter.
Vibhaga, Sampad Vibhaga.
Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. The distinction between the Daivi and demonic qualities. So let us sit straight, prepare ourselves. Head, neck, backbone straight. This is a position where the energy flow is maximum. Let us keep our body still. A still body is a very good practice. We can experiment every day. Sitting still, doing nothing, especially the hands, eyes. Takes time for us to just sit straight, do nothing, and be still. And today there is a new terminology called as FOMO, fear of missing out something. Because of this fear, we constantly want to see something, do something. Let us withdraw our mind from the past. Whatever has happened in the past, it has gone, never to come back. Today we are going to see the importance of it. We must every day ask one question: what is my learning through the life experiences of school, college, marriage, earning, retirement? These are all different kinds of experiences. Learning is more important. Let us withdraw our mind from all that is going to happen, not in our hand. Karmanyevadhikaraste means control the controllables. Do your best, leave the rest. So no worries, anxiety about the future, no tension, confusions in the present. So the body is still, mind is cheerful and alert. And with this instrument, we invoke Lord's grace, Guru Parampara's blessings to keep us on this path, guide us. And that we do by chanting loudly, where the body, mind, intellect are together. Om. Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahai Tejasviravadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Gajananam Bhutaganaadisevitam Kapitthajambu Falasara Bhakshitam उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजं सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेवम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम्
Hari Om. Thank you, Manisha. So we are doing the 16th chapter today. Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. In the 15th chapter, that is Purushottama Yoga, Bhagavan gave entire knowledge, because 15th chapter is the summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita, summary of the entire Vedanta, where Bhagavan himself calls only one chapter in the entire Bhagavad Gita as Shastra. So definitely Bhagavan was very happy that he has given the entire knowledge. But seem like us, there is no difference in our behavior, our attitude. As Guruji says that we are listening to Vedanta, we are studying Brahma Sutra but attached to Mangal Sutra, constantly talking about family, body, this problem, that problem. And then one of the important thing is that we are custodians of Vedanta, but then people see us and say, you are studying Vedanta for 25 years, no difference, then it is better not to study. So again, that is a big implication. There is a big problem of studying Vedanta also. So why is that? So immediately after 15th chapter, when entire Bhagavad Gita knowledge is given by the Lord in the 15th chapter, the 16th chapter is very, very important. Actually, Guruji says that in the next yuga, when next yuga, again there will be Bhagavad Gita, again there will be Lord Krishna Lord Rama. Again, we will have these study groups, and then we will have this online session. Again, there will be COVID where more people will be listening online than, coming in person. In next Yuga, Ved Vyas is going to keep this 16th chapter as the first chapter, because this is the beginning. If the mind is not purified, then the entire Gita knowledge is not very, very experiential. There is no change, there is no transformation. And one of the important purpose of knowledge is that it must make some shift in me. So with this background, we will see 16th chapter, how important it is. And this name also in English is very important, very interesting. The divine and the decadent is a new word, decadent. We will see what it means. It means demonic. It means those qualities which take us down. So Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga, we have to distinguish between these two, and we will see what is the essence of this. Very, very practical chapter to introspect and immediately apply. So two things are there in life: experience and knowledge. Important introduction to this, because introduction is very important in this chapter to understand where this chapter link is coming. Because Bhagavan gave all knowledge, but it is not coming in my experience. So suppose we see our life, we have an experience and we have a knowledge, and why it is not coming, we will see. So in other cases, we believe, but here we still are not believing and having conviction about it. Our experience is what? Suppose we only see through eyes. Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. This is an experience. But we have studied in the geography book or physics book that the knowledge says in the book that sun never rises, sun never sets. So knowledge is different than experience. Experience says sky is blue because we can see right now. Right now, suppose also you can see the sky is gray, then there is white clouds and there is blue behind. But the knowledge says that sky is colorless, there is no color. Experience says that earth is flat. We have been walking, we have been living for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. Experience is flat only. We don't see suddenly the earth is moving. But knowledge says, no, 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 earth is round. Experience says that rainbow has 7 colors, but knowledge says light is colorless. So there is a gap, and that is what is the challenge. Our experience says that I am this body, mind, intellect. This is my experience. But knowledge in the Bhagavad Gita says, no, 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 Aham Atma Gudakesha. You are that pure existence, consciousness, infinite bliss. So there is a huge gap between experience and knowledge. What is more important between these two? Knowledge. Knowledge is more important. More important. I'm not saying experience is not at all important, because this is an experience. But among these two, when we compare, we must give vote. We must give more weightage. We must have our conviction and behavior based on the knowledge. Why is there gap between my knowing and being? My experience is this, but now knowledge of Bhagavad Gita says this. My real nature, Bhagavan says that, as Arjun mentioned, Bhagavan, there is no change in me. I have been listening to Bhagavad Gita. I know 15 chapter by heart. I chant it twice a day. I know the meaning also. I have got the knowledge also, but I do not have the experience. And my thinking, feeling, behavior is the same thing. How I get disturbed so easily. 2 minutes I get disturbed. I get distracted by various social media in 1 minute, in 30 seconds. Because now there is a tendency after every 5 minutes to see into mobile phone. Suppose mobile phone is in the other room or with somebody else, or I'm not having, there is so much of restlessness today. Bhagavan says that this is because your mind is not purified. With impure mind, you are listening to this. They say that suppose you take a tiger's or a lion's milk, lioness milk, it has to be stored in a golden vessel. Now our vessel is not pure. In that vessel, I have cooked sambar with onion and garlic, and then next day morning, I want to boil milk in it, Sunday morning. It is not going to work. So, what is the solution? Bhagavan says you have to purify the mind to realize the truth, what I have given in the earlier chapters, in the 15th chapter. For that, you have to put efforts. Efforts are not only just getting up on the Sunday morning and then listening, there are a lot of efforts I have to put. So, this is a very interesting question to ask. What is effort? What is the definition of effort? Effort is a product of conscious choice. I have to exert myself. Some people say, no, no, I'm really tired of putting efforts. But Bhagavan says, for this improvisation in my behavior, feelings, belief, conviction, efforts are required. Why? We will see. Strengthen the positive qualities, Daivasura Vibhaga Sampad Yoga, and fight the negative qualities. I have to fight. It's a war going on. Temptations will come, this will come, negative qualities are listed, anger will come, hatred will come. But I have to fight, and that is the war inside us, the Mahabharata war. But why we have to put so much of effort? This is a very important question. I have to take a deep breath and understand, because a lot of others related doubts will be resolved. Because Bhagavan says that we are born with prarabdha and vasanas. That's the reason I mentioned that this chapter introduction is very important. The chapter is comparatively easy to understand because we have done this earlier, the qualities, the virtues, the values we have done. But what is the significance here? Bhagavan is saying in the 16th chapter now. So what is the difference between prarabdha and vasanas? Prarabdha is my destiny and vasana is my nature. Now we have to distinguish between these two. Some people say whenever anything goes, I don't know what to do. My prarabdha, I will not realize this year, this life. My prarabdha, I didn't, listen to Bhagavad Gita when I was young. I came into Bhagavad Gita discourse or knowledge when I was, after 65, 70. So now, prarabdha is the manifestation of papa punya expressed as dukkha and sukha. So whatever sukha comes in our life, that is because of in earlier life that punya we have done, good actions we have done, noble actions. And whatever dukkha we experience in this life as situation, as a person, as an object, or very importantly, still subtler, even a thought coming of anger, hatred, low feeling, depression, sadness, that is my papa only coming inside my mind. That papa can take a form of a thought, that papa can take up a form of a person, and the person starts troubling us, and then we wonder that why this person came into my life. Some situation comes as papa because this is a linkage of the earlier, so many aneka janma samprapta. In the same way, punya also comes as a thought. This thought comes that Sunday morning I have to listen to Bhagavad Gita. This thought comes, no, I have to go to this discourse rather than this. No, today I will study this rather than going here. This is all our punya karma manifesting inside. And outside that we are directed by somebody. You attend this class, this message comes to us from nowhere. Suddenly, if you ask yourself that how you landed in Chinmay Mission in this class, you'll find some WhatsApp came, some flyer came, some poster was there, somebody told you and you landed. There are hundreds who after telling also don't come. You also have experienced that you are inviting so many people. If you are inviting, but hardly people come, but then your job is inviting, that is punya karma. And what is vasana? Prakriti is my nature. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, we already covered that. So there is my nature and there is my prarabdha. Now these two are different. My prarabdha I cannot change, but I can change my nature. I can change my vasanas. I can change my color of thinking. I can change my temperament by effort. In prarabdha and purushartha is always stronger. Why? Because it is only possible in the human form, because all others are animal, birds, insects, even God, that is bhoga yoni. There is no karma yoni there. Karma yoni means there is no counter result of the karma. If a tiger kills the newborn baby of deer, tiger is not going to get papa. But we will get, because it is karma yoni. So we have to be very, very alert and choose Daivi over Asuri. My destiny is not my nature. This is a Brahma Vakya. We must write down and remember. Otherwise, some people say, no, no, my prarabdha, my prarabdha. No, Vasana, my nature is in my hand. So Bhagavan is very, 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 very intelligent. He says, yeah, I will give you the result, but you have to do this. Don't just blame destiny and then planet and then future and then my karma. You have to work here and now. Ravana and Duryodhan had good prarabdha. They were born in the palace, but their vasana was not good. Both had kingdoms, but their nature was not good. Pandavas' weaknesses were there, Dyuta, etc. But there was no wickedness. And Duryodhan, Kauravas' virtues were there, some good qualities were there, but there was wickedness because they selected Karna and Shakuni as their coach. And because Arjun's Vasana temperament was good, he had distinction, discrimination, he chose Krishna even though he was not ready to fight. I will not fight, Lord Krishna told, but I chose him as the coach. Arjun born with Daivi, Duryodhan born with Asuri tendencies. So when we are born, we have to put efforts. How do I deal with my situations in life, in Prarabdha? Develop Daivi tendencies and renounce the Asuri tendencies. This is the summary of this chapter. So from today, no blaming Prarabdha, planet, God, future, Panchang and this Rahu, Ketu, those will do their job. I have something in my hand to work on. That you work on. If I am not working what is given to me, and then I start blaming other things, situation, people, other people for my condition in life, Bhagavan says, no, no, you read this 16th chapter. So what is the meaning of Daivi and Asuri tendencies? Because that decadent word is very interesting. Daivi means divine, God-like qualities. Because there are, suppose sometimes we wonder. So every human being expresses three qualities. Sometimes, some people are so God-like qualities they will display. Some people are so devilish and some people are Manushya Yoni. There is an example. Like suppose I am eating, you know, suppose I am hungry and eating one roti and other person has some more rotis, trying to steal from him and eating more than him is Vikruti. And sharing my roti with another person is Prakruti. And then I am having half or full but giving to somebody else. That is Sanskruti. And that's the reason we have this Sola Samskar. Marriage is one Samskar. There are various Samskar after the life is completed. Then there is Antya Samskar. Those is Sanskruti refines. So these qualities are refinement, purification, uplifting, purifying, growth oriented mindset. Today in corporate there is growth oriented mindset, there is fixed mindset. How can we know? We are all having Daivi qualities because we get up in the Sunday morning, then we try to listen to this even though we are sleepy. So that is a sign of Daivi qualities. Otherwise, where this desire will come? Daivi Vasanas create deep peace and joy. How do I know? Because the moment it is completed, before, during, after, I will experience peace, joy, and that I can experience myself. That is a sign of it. What is Asuri? Asuri means not divine. Sura means Deva or divine. These are demonic qualities which will obstruct my spiritual growth. What is spiritual growth? Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata. That is where I can check whether my spiritual growth is happening or no. Deteriorating, decaying, morally falling, decline oriented mindset. Bhagavan says Vinashati. It starts with desire, kama, krodha, and then it will slowly, I will perish. I may be appearing as enjoying, outside and having money and traveling, but declining because the senses are getting used. Desire to bunk Gita class on Sunday morning due to sleep or any other reason is demonic quality. You give small excuse orientation. So all the time I'm excuse, sorry. All the time I'm feeling guilty, sorry. Asuri vasanas create deep agitations and restlessness. There is a feeling of restlessness which can persist with me. Emptiness, restlessness, agitation, not so happy. इतना सब है तो भी inside there is anger and hatred. 16th chapter highlight 26 Daivi qualities are given for us to develop. 26 in the first three verses only. And 6 Asuri qualities are given. And this I have to drop. So I have to work on it. I have to put efforts. It will not just happen just like that, just by listening on Sunday morning discourse. I say, I think I do some puja, I do some japa, but I have to work on these qualities. So what is a resolution? One I will take today, which I will develop, and one I will take today, which I will drop. Drop means drop, but then what is the challenge is that I don't take this resolve only. And Bhagwan has already said in Bhagavad Gita, you have to just resolve. I will do 50% work for you, but you don't resolve only. Because I keep justifying my negative qualities. And you say, no, so much of effort. Try for, next life I will try for, this fulfillment, this moksha, nirvana. Next life, not this life. But then what goes from this life to next life is our own temperament. If I am short tempered right now, if I am mean, cunning, it will go on in the next life. So, with that background, we will see what are the 26 qualities. We have discussed these 26 qualities one by one in detail. So, we'll discuss only few of them. The first one, Guruji says, is very important. Why first one and the last one given? Amanita is the last one. Abhayam is the first one. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi. So there are 26 qualities are given. Shantir, Paishunam, Satyam, Krodha, Ahimsa, Teja, Kshama, Dhruti, Shaucham, Amanita. So that is the last one. So first and last one we will discuss in detail. Dhanam, Damasya, Yajnasya, Swadhyaya, Tapaha. So we'll quickly do the summary of these 26 qualities. Fearlessness, Abhayam. Constantly there are physical fears, there are psychological fears, there are financial fears, there are relationship fears, there are spiritual fears. So many fears, Bhagavan says. We have to work on it. And in every fear, there is a sense of loss. That is a common denominator I have to note today. There are some people who are perennially having some kind of fear, and because they don't want to show it, they will say, no, but I'm concerned what is happening in Ukraine. No, I'm concerned, what will happen if this. No, I'm concerned. This concern word is actually having a fear only. My actions are caused by fear rather than joy. No, this happened to that person. What will happen to this person? What will happen to Kali? Bhagavan says, you don't bother. You first take care of your body, your mind, your relationship, your success, your finances properly, your relationship, and then Kali Yuga I will take care. Don't worry, because so many times Kali Yuga has happened. So, there are various kinds of fear. What is the technique? Identify the fear in me. Number one, I must know what kind of fears I have. I already mentioned physical, emotional, psychological, intellectual, spiritual, financial, relationship, all different kinds of fears are there. And what is the question? What these people ask in the mind? What if? What if? And then say, I can't. What if I can't? This is a fear. Second, I have to face it. Bhagavan says, face the war. Fight the war within, because this fear will attack you. This will come. Face it. The moment I face it, it starts disappearing. If I start running away, if I start justifying, if I start sharing with others and they say, ah, right, right, I also have, then it will grow. There are many, many stories on this, but as this is a summary chapter, we just give little more thought on the fear. Second is purity of heart. Means Bhagavan has already given, I have given you, choose satvik ahar, sattvic knowledge, sattvic action, sattvic relationship, sattvic happiness. Everything you have a choice. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sattvic vichar, sattvic achar, sattvic, what do you call, vyavahar. So Bhagavan says, choose this and then purity of the heart will happen. It is a choice, and that choice is with efforts and I have to stick to it. Sometimes I will fall and slip, but I have to choose sattvic. Steadfastness. Every day I will do some japa, some reading, some Bhagavad Gita, and I will remember what is my real nature. I will spend for my body, my mind, my spiritual growth some time every day. That is called as steadfastness. Charity. Charity comes from sense of oneness. We also saw, no, no, but I don't have, so much of money to give. I can give smile. That also I don't give. I can help other people. I can teach. Always I must ask one question to others. Can I help in this situation? Wherever I go, can I do some work in this project? Otherwise, I'm all the time, as Gurudev says, give more than what we take in life. Because whatever we take, we have to give. So suppose I take more in this life, I have to give in next life. Control of senses. In all temples, there is a tortoise. So in life, I must be able to learn from tortoise that I must be able to withdraw the senses at will. No, no, I get disturbed. Withdraw the senses in that situation. Suppose that situation, person, or object is disturbing me. I must practice this. It is efforts. Once I practice this, and wherever I go, I am fearless because I can withdraw. Sacrifice and compromise. These are the two available choices. Sacrifice is sacrificing lower for the higher, and compromise is sacrificing higher for the lower. No, no, no. This life I will enjoy. Next life I will see. You never know what is my next life. It can become a tree or a pig or a dog or anything. This life I have to sacrifice the lower. Daily Shastra study, daily introspect. Who am I? What is God? What is this world? What is the nature? And then I base my discrimination according to it. Austerity. Austerity means some tapa I have to do. Less dependency, slowly, slowly I must develop by age. Greatest suffering in life is dependency on somebody else for something. That is the greatest level, deepest level of suffering. And that's the reason people say, no, no, I want to die. But I don't want to suffer where I become dependent on other people for everything. So right now I must practice that physical, whatever I can do, I must not take help of others. And then most importantly, minimalistic living. I am not dependent on anything for my happiness. Not even person, situation, object. Straightforwardness means no pretension, manipulation. The greatest stress, because all these topics I take in corporate as modules, the greatest cause of stress is pretension. Pretending what I am not is the cause of stress. Please think deeply. As is a summary session, we are giving highlights. The moment I manipulate something, there will be a big load of stress I have to deal with. Harmlessness, ahimsa, in thought, word, deed. Consciously, I don't, unconsciously, I don't want to hurt any living, non-living thing also. No, no, I don't hurt anybody else. But when I go and eat in the restaurant, I say, no, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. That is hurting that dish. No, no, I don't like very tikha sambar. This sambar I don't like. That sambar is getting hurt. Why to say? Because other people loves tikha, mita. No, no, I don't like mita. I don't know why they put so much of shakkar good in the sambar. But other person likes it. Basically, when restaurant is serving means there is crowd for it. There is market for it. Why I should hurt that sambar? This is a very subtle thought to remember. Truthfulness. Truthfulness means satyam, means whatever I am convinced about knowledge, that I am not body, mind, intellect. Now I am convinced with logic. I am convinced is Shruti. Now I have to experience Shruti, Yukti, then Anubhuti. And the truth must not be expressed harshly because it will come now later on. It must be expressed with sweetness and it must be in benefit of others. Absence of anger. This I have put in red because this is again going to come in the Asuri qualities, because Bhagwan again and again mentions there are three. So many times Bhagwan has mentioned that one of the gates for hell, Dhyayato Vishayan Punsa, in that Krodha leads to Vinashyati. No, no, but I don't get angry. But in 2 minutes I shout, 2 minutes I get, I tell something about somebody. That is anger only. Anger is not only shouting. Silent anger is more dangerous. It is a sense of agitation. How to do? There are many techniques. One technique, what Lord tells is that increase love for God or anybody. When love quotient increases, anger quotient goes down. Renunciation, mindness, that is outside. Minus my body, my opinion, my ideas, and I-ness, that ego I notion. Peacefulness, this is the most precious wealth we should not trade. Any relationship, any transaction, any job, I must not trade off my peace of mind. Before doing, after doing, during doing, my peace quotient must increase. Not that I do some job, get into some kind of work, get into some kind of person, relationship, and then get more bothered. My peace goes into pieces. Apaishnuta, very, very beautiful. Absence of fault finding in others. This is one habit many spiritual aspirants has. I'm mentioning it. Spiritual aspirants develop this apaishnuta we must have. Paishnuta means finding faults, negative. Bhagavan says in Bhagavan also people find negative things. No, no, I am spiritual, other people are bad, the other people are materialistic. This is finding faults in others. Bhagavan says you don't bother it. I will take care. This whole world I have created, 8 billion people are there. You don't bother about other people. You just do not focus on other people's faults. Number one. Do not share with others. Third person. I share second person's fault with third person. Still more Asuri. Compassion. Compassion is sympathy, empathy plus action. No, no, I'm just concerned. I'm just concerned, but no action I take. Suppose action you are called for, you come and do some service. No, no, I don't have time. I don't want to commit. So what is useless sympathy and empathy about other people if I am not doing any action towards it? Uncovetousness means possessiveness. ईशावास्यम इदगम सर्वम यत्किंच जगत्याम जगत तेन यक्तेन भुंजिता ma krudha kasya ma krudha kasya svidhanam. Don't possess everything because everything belongs to God. Gentleness. They say, Guruji says very beautifully, beautiful makeup and jewelry I must wear of gentleness. What a beautiful thought. Otherwise, I wear nice clothes, nice jewelry, nice decked up, and go for other functions. But there is no gentleness, there is so harshness, there is so much of negativity, so much of cruelness in the thought. So, gentleness is the best makeup, best jewelry. Modesty is soft heart, strong mind. This modesty is not a weakness. Modesty can be only expressed if the person is strong. Absence of fickleness, no restlessness. There are some people constantly moving their eyes, constantly shifting between this Instagram to YouTube to this, and constantly moving their legs while sitting. Vigor, conservation of energy only will lead to that energy. Forgiveness heals 3 stories. Constantly people tell 3 stories. I am a victim. That is number one. Shortest story. Another shortest story is that villain story. Others are villain. That is the reason I am like this. And the third is H, helplessness story. No, no, I cannot do more than this. These three stories are healed with forgiveness, fortitude, courage, and diversity. Different situation I have to face. Shuchi. Shuchi means swachhata, sundarta, shuddhata, and pavitrata. Four things. Some people say, no, no, this is also a psychological problem. If you are keeping the surrounding clean, if you are decorating, if you are beautifying, tidiness. No, no, this our Shastra says. Yesterday I also was watching one kind of psychological, some kind of WhatsApp comes and it says, you see, tidiness and then, cleanliness is a psychological problem. No, no, it is not psychological problem. Shuchi is given by Bhagwan. Adroham, Shuchi is given many times. Absence of hatredness, and the last one, absence of pride, amanita, over self-estimation. What are the Asuri Sampadas? So now here we have to take one and work. One today I will take and then increase, grow in it, develop it. Consciously I will take one and develop, and I will drop one from these six. Damba, Darpa, Abhiman, Krodha. So there are three waves. These go together. Where there is Damba, Damba is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is reputation is more important than character. How I look outside, how I dress outside, how I talk outside, but inside it is not matching. So outside reputation is important, inside character is I know. So that is Damba. Darpa. Darpa means arrogance, sign of insecurity. Wherever we see arrogance outside, this person is insecure within. And then Abhiman, lot of expectation from others. People who have lot of Abhiman, these are the people who have very high expectation. No, this person should talk like this person should do like this situation must be like this, God must do like this, because I have self-Abhiman. And the person fluctuates between Apaman and Abhiman. And that's the reason we are learning Hanuman. Hanuman means the chin is broken. No man. Man is my Lord Ram. If you tell about Ram something, I will get angry. You tell me anything, I am okay. The second wave, Krodha, anger. Why anger is considered by Bhagwan as the greatest enemy? Kama, Krodha. Both. Rajoguna Samudbhava, Bhagwan says. Mahapapma, Mahashano. Arjuna asks, who are the two enemies of this knowledge? Kama and Krodha. Because when this Krodha comes, my knowledge disappears. I go far away from God. I don't know, I love God, but then I have to drop Krodha. Parushya. Parushya is insulting others, taunting others, being sarcastic. And the third wave is Ajnana, lack of discrimination. Our view drives our way of life. Now, Bhagavan has invested lot of verses from 6 to 21 in describing how these Asuri people live. But just before that, we will see what is the importance of it. Some people have different views about the world, about God, and about self. You have to note, three things are there in all scriptures. For some people, if you ask what is world, world is a Ranga Bhumi. Ranabhumi, fight or freeze, constantly fighting. For another type of people, Bhoga Bhumi, you enjoy and use. For some people, Karma Bhumi, this is Karma Bhumi, I will do my duties, I will less think about the rights. Deva Bhumi, this is God's Bhumi, worship and take care. Matru Bhumi, pride and protect. And for Lord Krishna, Ranga Bhumi, play and flow. Tukaram Maharaj says, आता खेळतो कौतुके झाले तुझे सुख अंतर्भाई. Now I don't have anything duty. I'm just playing around. What are the different self views? Who am I? I am this body. Then I'll be only engrossed into enjoying this world, constantly changing. No fate, no dharma, because after birth, before birth, nothing. After death, nothing. I am transmigratory. I am a jiva. Then Papa Punya laws are applicable. Then the third Jnani says, I am Atma, my Swarup is Satchitananda. So there are three possibilities. And about the God, different views. First, No God, no creator, no higher intelligence. No, this creation happened with Big Bang. So this Big Bang is a chaos and accident. So this life is an accident only. I am born because two people came together. So I am born. Not that they wanted me to create. God as judge. Some people, some religions believe God as just sitting there in the heaven, judgment and punishment giver on the judgment day. And the third, some people say, no, no, I don't believe in this Sagun Sakar or a judge. I believe in energy, universe, nature, my own self, infinite love and happiness. Aham Atma Gudakesha. There is no difference between myself and God. Aham Brahmasmi. Different views. These are different views I have just collated. Now Bhagavan has given very interesting long commentary on how this Asuri people view their way, their destiny, their emotions. So what is Asuri people's view? There is no God, no truth, no substratum, no rebirth. Lust is the cause of world. Enjoy. Anyhow, you're going to die. Sadhu is going to die. Chor is also going to die. Something tangible you enjoy from this. Try to aggrandize maximum before you die. Their emotion towards God and people, hatred, because I want to take maximum from other people. Their goal, sense gratification, birth to death, lots of bucket list and bucket list, because the only goal is that they see the world through the eyes, and I want to taste it, I want to smell it, I want to touch it. That is the only goal. That is not the goal. That is a means. Their way, earn and enjoy. Anyhow, means, any means is okay, because anyhow you're going to die. There is no previous birth. There is no further birth. Their actions destructive, and from today we must not wonder why there is so much of war. You have so much of space, America, China, many countries, but still I want another people's country and space, so I destroy their transactions. No purity, no right conduct, no truth, because anyhow my goal is what? Just maximize the experience of gratification. Their motives, pride and arrogant. Hiranyakashipu, I am the boss. I want to enjoy. So they have impure resolves. They are hypocrites. Their expressed emotion, lust and anger. Kama, Krodha, Parayana. Again, Bhagavan comes to Kama and Krodha. So we have to be very careful, because most of the time we justify our anger. Their self-belief, everything is mine. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect. I am powerful. Ravan, I can do anything. I am the boss. Do not worship Vishnu. Worship me. The inner state of mind, boundless, endless hopes, endless worries, fears, and imagination. All goes together. Their approach towards others, kill those who oppose. Now we have to focus on this. Those who oppose my religion, kill them. Those who oppose my opinion, I hate them. No one is equal to me. If you tell me you are agreeing with me, then I like you. So these are the people who express cruelty. We saw so many conquerors came, and then instead of making our place better, they destroyed culture, they destroyed temple, they destroyed everything. Whereas in Ramayana, our culture is that Ram went there, rescued Sita by killing Ravan, but gave back, not even looked back, not even went and saw Lanka. Gave back that Lanka to Vibhishan, that you rule. I am my Ayodhya to rule. They're thinking, confused, do not know what to do, what not to do, because the vision of life, world, God, myself is not very clear. And then this is a very, very popular shloka, very, very famous, that Bhagavan says these are the three gates to hell. Trividham narkasedam. And these are the gates through which we enter. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. You enjoy this world which I have created as a guest. Don't try to have lot of lobha in this, because once that desire comes, all three will follow. their destiny. As I mentioned, 6 to 21, Bhagwan has invested in detail. Born again and again with foul hell, demonic wombs. Asurim yonimam panna. And these people are Muda. Because aneka janmani, they keep on coming and they will get different yonis and they will suffer. Why? Because without suffering, I will not learn. Only when I suffer with a relationship, with some success, with some failure, in some kind of area of job, business, family, this, that, then I learn from it. So what is the conclusion? Bhagavan says, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Vyavasthitau. So very important verse. Therefore, if you want to attain the supreme goal, this is a concluding verse of this chapter, then what I have to do? I must follow Shastra. Shastra must be our Praman. Not WhatsApp, not some my neighbor, not YouTube. What is mentioned in the Shastra, that I will follow. Because I want to have total fulfillment, infinite bliss. Live as per Shastra. Means what? Develop the Devi qualities and drop the Asuri qualities. Why? Because the moment I start developing Devi qualities, it will give me freedom. Because freedom is everyone's birthright. Actually, what I seek in life is freedom only. And total fulfillment. No incompleteness, no restlessness, no emptiness, no loneliness. Total fulfillment. Let Praman be Shastra. Let scripture be your source and authority. And that's the reason I must read, I must understand. Karya Vyavasthita means laws. Follow the spiritual laws of body. Body will be healthy. Mind will be cheerful. Relationships will be harmonious. Everything is given in the scriptures. Success and prosperity will come. We can remember what is the last verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shri Vijayor Bhuti, Dhruvar Nitir Matir Mama. So all these four will come. Vision and mission. Know what is goal in life and goal of life. Do not confuse goal in life as goal of life. And what are the different paths? Develop Daivi, drop Asuri. How? Know your temperament. Follow your Swadharma, Paradharmas. Bhayava. Don't look at other people, what other people are doing. God has given one temperament to you, a specific one. You follow it and then develop it. Duty. Do your duty cheerfully. And I must be clear what is to be done, what is not to be done. It is given in our Shastra. That Niyata, Naimittika, Nishiddha Karma, everything is given. Shastra Vidhanokta. First listen from the teacher, understand properly, Nyatva, reflect on it, and then bring into the conduct and then act. Karma Kartu. So now you act. So in the 16th chapter, Bhagavan is telling Arjun, now everything you know, now you start acting on it. But my action must be based on the knowledge, and then this difference will start happening. What will be the result of this? What happens after gaining Gita knowledge? People think that, my situation will change. No, so many people have this question. No, you have been reading this Bhagavad Gita, chanting and doing so much seva. Why these bad experiences you are having? Our situation doesn't change. Lord Krishna didn't change the situation of war. We don't see a different world, different person, different situation, but we see the world differently. Our vision changes, our knowledge changes. What changed in Arjun was not the situation. He still had to kill. Several lakhs of people he had to kill. But now in that killing, he didn't see dukkha, adharma, etc. He saw dharma. This is dharma yuddha. So after gaining this Gita knowledge, my vision about God, my vision about world, and my vision about self must change. And what is that vision? Oneness. Aham Brahmasmi. Because that oneness creates love, that oneness creates happiness, that oneness destroys all other delusions in life. So very, very beautiful chapter, and still people think that this is all theory. I think we have to really look into it, that 26 qualities are given for us to develop, and 6 qualities I must drop. So one I must take today, which I will drop, and one I will develop. 2 Ds. One development, one dropping. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.